Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer at beautiful Belmont Park. We're in the clubhouse. Mike, you finally finished selling your stack of papers. I told you, smile more.
Everybody's got to earn a living, Illman. I can't do it at the races. I'll do it at the stands.
We're going to take a look at one of the highlight races on the Belmont Stakes undercard. It kicks off the pick 5, and it is the Grade 1 Metropolitan Handicap. Of course, we're going a one-turn mile at Belmont. It's race number 9. Let's take a look at this field. And again, it's not a big field, but you've got two horses with freakishly good potential, including the number 1 Flightline.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's an interesting matchup in a lot of ways, at least among the two favorites in here. Dan, you always wish you got more of a betting race on your hands when you're talking about the major Grade 1s, but I guess we'll take what we can get.
Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector for the Metropolitan Handicap. Flightline has shown brilliant speed in all 3 starts. I'm expecting, given an alert break, Mr. Pratt is going to the lead.
Yeah, he's going to have to show his speed here from the rail. I don't see why he wouldn't anyway. It feels like it probably comes down to him and Speaker's Corner as far as the pace is concerned. I think Flightline's faster.
I think Flightline's faster as well, but it will be really interesting to see how Junior Alvarado plays it with Speaker's Corner, because that horse does have plenty of speed, and you don't want to let Flightline creep away. Why? Because Flightline's capable of doing something like this, as he did in his most recent start. Now, his most recent start, Mike, was about 5.5 months ago in the Grade 1 Malibu. Sometimes when you're fast, you're too fast for your own good, and you have some physical issues, but let's watch Flightline. You don't usually win a Grade 1 like this.
Yeah, he's won all 3 of his races like this. There's a lot of hype around this horse. You can see why when you see races like this Malibu right here, Dan. It's going to be very interesting to see what he does here. He's a horse we haven't seen that often. Greatness is determined over time on the racetrack. But when you watch this horse run, you can sort of get the idea why everybody thinks this horse could be great.
And when I think of Malibu, I think Malibu Moon, who used to stand at Spendthrift Farm. And of course, Spendthrift is sponsoring all of our videos this Belmont Stakes weekend, and we really appreciate it. Getting back to Flightline, 3 races, 3 gigantic Beyer speed figures. He's won those races as easy as it pleases. He's going to get to the front. What about the mile? Does it bother you?
Yeah, I don't think you can worry about them. When you watch this horse's 3 races, I don't think there's any way you can look at any one of them and go, boy, I wonder if he'll get the mile. He's going to get the mile. There are, reasons to maybe be a little skeptical, Dan, of this horse as a huge favorite in this race. Not only is he facing a good horse in Speaker's Corner, he's got to get the mile, I guess. He's also shipping for the first time. I guess that's the kind of stuff you have to take into consideration at a short price. I'm going to be surprised if it gets him beat.
Now, Speaker's Corner hasn't run those gaudy Beyer speed figures, 114, 118. Well, he did run a 114 last time out, and he hinted last year at some potential running a 109 in his second level allowance victory. He's just been good this year for trainer Bill Mott. Let's watch his performance with Carter last time out. He pushed a solid pace. He beat a decent field. Reinvestment Risk is a nice horse. Mind Control, kind of the gatekeeper of this division. Maybe a Grade 2, Grade 3 type at this point in his career, but you can't knock what Speaker's Corner's done in 2022.
No, you can't. He was just thoroughly dominant last time, and he got a figure for the race, becoming a Grade 1 winner. It's all stuff that you have to like about this horse. He's 3 for 3 now since they've come back and concentrate on the shorter races. It does feel like the cutback in distance was the key for this horse. There's nothing to knock about him, Dan. He's facing a real tiger to his inside, though.
Now, we're talking about a tiger in Flightline. We're talking about a fast horse in Speaker's Corner. They're the hype going into the mile, but you've got a Breeders' Cup Sprint winner right next door. And that's the number 3 Aloha West, who came from the clouds to win the Breeders' Cup Sprint in the shadow of the Del Mar Wire. Now, last time out at Churchill Downs, it was his first start off the layoff. He caught probably the best sprinter in the country going Jackie's Warrior, and he had to go 7 off the layoff. Not an easy thing to do. The question for him twofold. Is he good enough? And B, the mile.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to question whether he's good enough, but he's certainly a good horse in his own right with a big win on his resume in that Breeders' Cup you were talking about. His race off the layoff last time, catching Jackie's Warrior, 7 furlongs too. Those things could have conspired against him. Also, boy, they kept him really close to the pace that day. That's not really his running style. They're going to take him back here. They're going to make one run, and they're going to hope that Speaker's Corner can go with Flightline and sets this race up for him.
I wonder if he was just fresh off the layoff. First time going back, going 7. Maybe he pulled a little bit too early. I agree with you. I think he's going to relax in here. We'll see if he can run these 2 horses down. They may occupy themselves on the lead and burn themselves out. Happy Saver, usually like turnbacks in 1-turn miles, 1-turn 7 furlong races. The first 3 horses we talked about, they're all stretching out. Happy Saver's turning back for the first time in a long time, but he's won around 1 turn in the past, and he's got class. He won the Jockey Club Gold Cup here.
Yeah, I guess it's fair to say, Dan, that he never really turned out to be what it felt like he was going to be as a younger horse. Obviously, the Pletcher camp had pretty high hopes for this horse. They also felt like distance was going to be the key to him. They went long with him basically right away. Going to try to cut him back here off of an Ali Sheba last time where he ran well, and Olympiad's in really good form. But man, did he have a shot to win that race, and he just got turned away.
He certainly did. He caught a hot horse that day, but it was his first race off the layoff. Maybe there'll be some pace for him to run it, and he does love Belmont Park. And if you're looking for a price, no better trainer than Uriah St. Louis, who seems to pick up a price in these Grade 1 races every couple of years. Now, Informative on paper's got a lot of work to do, but on occasion, you give him pace, he's going to come running.
Yeah, he should have pace in here. It doesn't feel like it's going to be enough to get him there against a field like this one. You always like to see a horse like him show up in races like this. I don't see how he can possibly win.
Only a field of 5, but you've got 4 really good horses in a prestigious edition of the Grade 1 Metropolitan Handicap. Before we get to our top selections, please, please, please subscribe to the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel. Lots of Belmont Stakes-related content coming up. Flightline?
I'm as excited to see him as everybody else is. Dan, I think he's going to win.
So much respect for Speaker's Corner. So much respect for the other horses in this race. Like many, I've been blown away with what I've seen from Flightline thus far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him hopefully put on a little bit of a show in the Metropolitan. Good luck.
Master horse racing with Daily Racing Forms Formulator. Now free for DRF Bets members. Sign up to get the best bonus in racing with a $250 deposit match, plus a $10 free bet and free Formulator past performances. Go to drf.com/bet to play like a pro today.